Yokuso, minasan. Today we are playing Alien vs Predator from the early 90s, Capcom. Stylistically quite similar to Final Fight, but with its own little quirks as well. And here we have the opening intro, but we will just get into the time to hunt indeed. Let's get into it. And I think we will play as the classic warrior predator for this one. So, classic beat 'em up here, you just gotta smack your way through all these nasty xenomorphs. But of course, this time we are playing as the Predator, and he is a bit more of a. Dealing with him is a bit more of an effort than your average Marine. Oh, and the Predator has found a trap, but it's alright. Like most good Predators, he will just fight his way through it. Gotta remember to keep your combi stick at all times. Of course, the Predator franchise has had its ups and downs, but I still think the original 1987 Predator is one of the best sort of combinations of action, sci-fi, and horror in a single movie. And you know, so many quotable lines, "Get to the chopper," etc. That first Predator movie is probably still in my top 10 favourites of all time. And what a cast! What a great ensemble cast they had. You know, Jesse Ventura, Sonny Landham, all the, so many different disparate characters who all got thrown into the meat grinder together. Carl Weathers, of course, late great Carl Weathers, he was great in that film as well. And so in this game, you have the humans and the predators collaborating to combat the bigger threat. Which just makes sense, really, because the xenomorphs are dangerous, as we all know. And really, for the Alien vs Predator movie, they really should have just adapted this game. It's more fun. And it's actually probably a better story as well, if we're being brutally honest. For all it is just a game. And just smashing through aliens is just always good fun, isn't it? This certainly feels a lot easier to play than the previous game, the Konami Aliens game. But also a bit more simplistic. It's just basic attacks and... Oh, but we do have the option of using the plasma caster, which I didn't know about. I am playing this for the first time today, so you have to bear with me if I don't quite know what I'm doing. It's very much go and pick it up as we go. And I don't know what these gems are for, but well, points are points. Oh, winner winner chicken dinner, as they say. And now we move on to what I think might be the boss. Oh no, it's an elevator level. because of course it is. It's a fighting game. You've got to have a level where the main character goes down a lift and fights a barrage of enemies. Ooh, grenades. That'll do. Oh, another one of these Royal Guard aliens. I'm guessing that's just like a step down from a queen. Because we can't fight the queen yet, because we're only on level 2. Oh, yes, we will continue. Oh, I seem to have accidentally switched characters there, but not to worry. I'm guessing Major Schaefer looks like some sort of cybernetically enhanced marine, but handles quite similar to Mike Hagar from Final Fight. And of course, this was made just a matter of a couple of years after Final Fight, so I guess it's only natural that it being Capcom, probably a lot of the same people worked on the game, and it handles very similarly. Oh dear, that doesn't look very good. A Razor Claw. Let's see. You can't fault Schaefer's bravery for going toe-to-toe with an alien, I'll give him that. And we should be able to see this boss off momentarily. Although these constantly spawning in warriors don't help. Right, let's this time go in with, let's see what Kurosawa's got to offer. Oh, nice little backhanded slap there to finish off the alien. Indeed. And we get bonus points for having full health there, neglecting the fact that we just spawned in. And they're figuring it out now. They have to move towards the nest in order to take out the... Oh, it's a vehicle level. Ah. So this time the aliens are attacking us as we move along. Ah, right. So we have to shoot them as they come on screen. This is a nice little change of pace. Oh dear. And we've beaten the boss by the looks of it. So now we move forward to level 4. That was quite a quick level. Fun, but quick. Oh. We had the Predator's spiked disc there, as seen in Predator 2. They say Lynn is much more of a martial artist, and she handles a lot better than the other characters. Although, obviously, I'm assuming she does less damage. But if you can string good combos together, that isn't really important. pro tip there. Well, not a pro tip, a tip from me. if you're playing one of these beat 'em up games and you're not sure who to go with as your first character, I always say go for the fastest character, because being able to string good combination attacks together is much more important than power. You know, power characters will do more damage, but you'll have less opportunities to attack. So it's better to, in my opinion, go with the faster characters. Because, yeah, you'll need to land more attacks, but it'll be much easier to open up the enemy for attacks because you'll have faster movement. Ooh, a flamethrower. I like the way they've worked in all the different weapons from the games here. This makes it interesting. Now, let's go with... I don't think we've used the Hunter Predator yet. Oh, he's got a katana, which he quickly threw away. But to be honest, his big twin-bladed Naginata thing looks better anyway. Oh, chestbusters. I remember those from the movies. Those are nasty little critters. So, I haven't seen Prey yet, the latest Predator movie, but I have heard it's good. And I do intend checking out Predator Badlands when it comes out. At the time of filming, it's still about 6 or 7 months away, I think. But I do intend checking that out. Oh, we've got zombies now. That's a new one. Let's just blast them. As I was saying before, going with the power characters isn't usually the best option, and I can feel it here. This guy is... He packs a punch, but he feels very sluggish to control. I think I might just go back to the Hunter Predator in my next turn, because he actually feels like the most fun to play as. Or rather, I think it was the Warrior Predator. This is the Hunter that I'm playing as now, isn't it? This idea of having weapons that you carry throughout the entire game is an interesting twist on how it usually works with these kind of games, so that's a nice difference. Oh. Apologies to long-term fans of this game. I know I'm probably doing a terrible job right now, but bear in mind this is my first time playing this. I've played many similar games, but I never got around to playing this. The arcade machine was never available where I was growing up in Scotland, so it's nice to finally get to play something that I've read plenty of good things about, and so far, indeed, it does feel like a lot of fun. Let's see what's in the box. Oh, it's a can of juice. Oh, hot dogs. Hot dogs and aliens, that sounds like the premise of a good movie. I guess that little green bar at the bottom is for your plasma caster. Yep, as that charges up, you're able to fire it. Okay, that's good to know. Cheese. Interesting. Didn't know predators ate cheese, but hey, now you know. And knowing is half the battle, as they say. Reminds me, I must play that new G.I. Joe game. Oh, and the old trope of boss returning as a standard enemy. Classic of the genre. Gotta say, for all this character does feel sluggish to control, I do seem to be having more success with him than any of the other characters so far. let's go back to the other Predator. That was the one that I... Yeah, the Predator Warrior. That's my guy. Oh, so when you have that number above your head, you can use your super move infinitely for that duration. I see. Okay. Now that makes sense. How do I take out these guys if I can't do a low attack? That's... Okay, so my special attack is the key here. Or a grenade. Come here, you little muppet. There we go. Let's just have a few seconds of just blowing things up. Ah, the combi disc. I remember the name of it now. No, it's not the combi disc, this is the combi stick. I can't remember what that little disc thing's called, but it's a cool weapon anyway. Quite nice music in this game as well for an early 90s arcader. It's atmospheric enough, gets the job done. Oh dear, face hugger. Ah, it's down. Okay. Funny thing, you know, the aliens, the xenomorphs bleed acid, but I don't recall them actually spitting acid that much in the movies. I don't know if maybe that's something they just added for the game. I don't recall. It's been a while since I've seen particularly the later Alien movies, but I don't remember them spitting acid. Uh-oh, a lot of eggs. That's a bad sign. Indeed, it's a queen. Yes, of course we're going to continue. Chance to take down the queen, that's always a good idea. Not that I have anything against the monarchy in particular, you know, but hey. That was a plasma rifle there, if I'm not mistaken. We're getting towards the end of this here, although I am going to have to use another continue. And the queen is down. Now what comes next, I wonder? We did it? Really? Yeah, I knew there had to be a twist. That was all too simple. Ah, we're fighting humans now. Let me guess. Whale and Yutani have been transporting aliens in for experimentation. That's my guess. Despicable people that they are. Oh, he's got a smart gun. Oh, don't let us use the smart gun. That's a shame. Yeah, just as I thought. They've got some kind of bioweapon. Humans, their own worst enemies, of course. That's why it's better to play as the Predator. At least they've got some priorities. They still have some semblance of honor. Oh, those are the turrets from the second Aliens movie. I remember those. Is that a smart gun? It is. We can use the smart gun. Lovely. Remember, folks, short controlled bursts. These grunts are not very bright, charging headlong into a Predator. That's never going to end well. Oh, fat controller here wants a wants a fight. Oh, it's the load lifter from the or the power loader rather from again from the second Alien movie. Funny how in the Aliens game you actually use this to fight the last boss, whereas here it is a boss you have to fight. Interesting twist. And as usual, they bring in fodder villains to try and artificially increase the difficulty of the boss itself. Standard fare for a beat-em-up these days. Of that time anyway. Now let's just keep going here. We've almost got... Oh, I'm going to pick up one of these plasma rifles and have some fun. And he's down. I love the noise that plasma rifle makes. So satisfying. One of the all-time great movie sound effects. Now, where to from here? Let us hunt. That sounds like fun. Oh, another one of these vehicle levels. Good. I enjoyed the last one. Hopefully this one's a bit longer. Oh, no vehicle level. Oh well. Not to worry. Ah yes, the plasma rifle. This is a really fun little game, you know. For all it's very simple in its premise, it's good fun. And that is what games should all be about. And you know, I get the feeling that if I knew what I was doing, it probably wouldn't take that many credits to beat it either. It's challenging, but not obnoxiously so. Okay, and now we move on to the... Ah yes, and now it's another elevator level. Oh, a special stage. Right, so Street Fighter style, you've got to smash up the control box as quick as you can. What am I doing? Perfect, we got it. I wonder if this came out before Street Fighter 2, because that plays very similar to the car smashing level. have a feeling this might actually be just after Street Fighter 2, but I'll have to look that up. I really should have done that before I played the game, but yeah, well, you know, we're here to play games, not to do work. What's behind the door? This isn't a game show, so it's not going to be anything fun. Uh-oh. More aliens to cut through. What's back here? Oh, more aliens. A little bit of impromptu decapitation there, wasn't planned. But I guess if you're doing it to aliens and not humans, it's okay for the algorithm, isn't it? Well, we'll soon find out. Okay, let's keep going here. Smash down the door, because that's what predators do. You know, they kind of dabbled with the idea in the first Alien vs Predator movie, but it would have been nice if they actually had a proper movie where the humans and the predators actually did team up. That would be quite interesting story-wise, I think, and it would, you know, how do the different cultures find their way forward? You know, probably a nice little allegory for real life in there somewhere as well. One of the most underrated scenes in the Predator movie franchise, in my opinion, is the end of the second movie where the Predator presents Danny Glover's character with a pistol and just, you know, lets him get away as a mark of respect for having killed one of their best. It was just a nice way to round out. I mean, really, they could have just ended the series there, and that would have been it. You know, I am glad they're making more Predator movies, but it is one of those that we don't really need it, but still nice that they're doing it anyway. Of course, let's not forget that since Disney bought Fox, that means that the Alien Queen is technically a Disney princess now. Oh! It's another Predator we've got to fight now. That's interesting. The Mad Predator. Oh, and he's got stealth camouflage of sorts. This is a tough one. He sure likes jumping on the walls and getting out of the way, doesn't he? Dear, I've lost my combi stick. Ah, but I get it back now. That's good. And of course we'll Nutani Corp's logo in the background there, because of course they'd be behind something sinister, as they always are. This will definitely help us get towards the end of the level. The mad predator is now on his last bit of health, so let's watch out for this jumping attack. Oh, that was a nasty throw there. Tough boss, this one. You trying to self-destruct, don't you even think about it. Oh. It's nice the way they've kind of worked in all the different skills that the Predator has here into this boss battle. Quite clever. I appreciate it. You know, the invisibility, the plasma caster, the general brutality of it all. It's well put together. And he's down. Now what lies ahead after them? Oh. Oh. Did he just commit seppuku? Oh well. Interesting. And so now we have to take down the operation. Ah, but of course, there was an alien inside him. That was why he went mad. Hunt's End. So, is this the final level? We'll soon find out. My little razor disc. And let's make the most of this super attack and take out as many aliens as we can. Oh, the arachnoid there, so another boss returning as a regular enemy. Smart gun. Gotta love it. Again, another great sound effect, though not as good as a plasma rifle in my opinion. Burn a lot of them. Oh, unfortunately we can't. Okay. Cheese. Well, today I learned predators like cheese, apparently. Ah, so with these zombies, if you don't take them down in time, they launch a chest burster at you. Okay. That's noted. Watch out for the tripwires. Whoops. Ah. Alright, there's a lot of these guys now, so let's just grenade a few of them. Take out the turret. That's better. Oh, but there's more of them. And they're persistent little things. And the timing of that power-up really couldn't have been better. Lovely. The fact that you don't have a low attack to take out these chestbusters is slightly annoying though. So we use the plasma caster. This is last level style music, so I get the feeling we're possibly on the last level here. I'm curious as to what the last boss is going to be, since we've already fought an alien queen, a predator, and the humans. It's obviously going to be that little fat bald guy, but he's going to be obviously powered up in some way, because he on his own is a one-shot takedown, I think. Its background looks very similar to the LV-426 colony from Aliens, in terms of its layout. Really is good. This basically feels like a sort of an iteration of the Aliens game that we played previously. You know, it handles similarly but better, and the added character variety makes it more interesting to play. And yeah, this is how video games should iterate. Just get a wee bit better with each version and give us something different. Oh, right, we got two of these nasty little beasts now, huh? The Royal Guards, as they're called, okay. That must mean we're going to fight another queen in a minute, I suppose. Ouch, that looked painful. Forget my little stick. Right, okay, that's the Royal Guards down. Now for these arachnoids. Yep, still one little straggler, and he's out the way now. Ooh, lobster. Chrysalis. It's nice how they come up with all these slightly different, but still undeniably xenomorph designs for the enemies. Clearly a lot of thought went into this game. Too bad it never got a home port, because I think it would have been very well received. And unfortunately, it's one of those games that is in copyright hell at the moment, so it's unlikely to ever get a conversion to modern platforms, which is a shame. Oh, it's another hit power loader. I don't know why I switched to Schaefer there, I didn't mean to, but I guess the controls were being a little bit reactionary. Yeah, Schaefer's probably the worst of the four characters, I would say. Most difficult to handle and the slowest moving. Obviously just a powerhouse, that's Oh, roast pig. No, you don't got it. Well, maybe you got it. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Anyway. Another power loader. These guys are nothing if not persistent. Oh dear. Right. Back to using the trusty old Predator. Yeah, I definitely feel we're getting towards the end of the game now, because this feels more and more like a boss rush as we're going through here. So I'm playing this on the recommendation of one of our channel subscribers. So thank you, Ryan, for the recommendation. I will also be trying out Cadillacs and Dinosaurs at some point, because you recommended that as well. It seems like my kind of game. It's nice that you can just pick up weapons here and just go with it. Right, I think we're headed to the last boss now. Yeah. Nothing worse than being taken down when there's a health pack right in front of you. Oh well, not to worry. No doubt need it again in a minute. There we are. Oh, so the enemies can also pick up the weapons that are lying around. That's good to know. And a little bit of trivia for you: the predator species actually has a name. They're called the Yautja. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. So we got the xenomorphs and the Yautja are the aliens and predators. But clearly the predators are cooler in my opinion. Aliens are nice, but I've always preferred the aesthetic of the predator. You know, the predators are clearly an advanced alien species who are extremely intelligent, which makes them very, very dangerous. Whereas the xenomorphs, deadly though they are just at the end of the day, just animalistic, and it is their sheer numbers that, in most cases, make them dangerous. Though it was interesting to note the tonal shift from the first to second Alien movies, a bit like Terminator and Terminator 2, really, in the sense that the first movie was very much played as a horror film, emphasising the isolation and the helplessness of space, whereas second movie was like, okay, we know what this is, we know what we're up against, but we probably still don't have the means to deal with it, even with a team of Marines. Now, is this our last boss? Oh, didn't mean to switch characters there. I need to be careful of that. Keep doing that. Right, I can't actually attack that guy yet, so I have to just take out the grunts first. Schaefer's not that bad, I suppose, even if he is a quite obvious Arnold Schwarzenegger clone. There is only one Arnold Schwarzenegger, as we all know, so, you know, trying to copy him is never going to end well. Ouch. Smart gun guys are vicious if you let them get the shot away. Okay, you can't pick up the grenades and throw them back at the bad guy, now I know. Oh, and of course there's an alien queen. Bad guy as usual, taken out by his own hubris. That power-up attack really does make the bosses a whole lot easier. Uh-oh, that was unfortunate. Okay, so you want to play that way, do you, Queenie? Let's do it then. Let's dance. Certainly drains your health quickly enough. And of course I get knocked down just as I find a health pack. Typical. But we're not far away now. Let's take a pulse rifle to these monsters. Okay. Oh dear. Well, that was unfortunate. Now, there we go. Now we've got the super. Let's take out some of these fodder and let's get some more hits on the queen. Ah yes, a pulse rifle. Oh dear. I think this time the enemy is going down. We got the tools, we got the talent, as they say in the Ghostbusters. And the alien queen is down. Is that the end of the game, I wonder? It looks like that's it. Ah. And of course, it wouldn't be an Alien movie if it didn't end with a massive explosion. A nice little show of respect from the Predator there. The uneasy alliance comes to an end, but it was good while it lasted. Yes, of course. Well, that brings today's playthrough to an end. I certainly enjoyed it. I hope you did. This is a great game, and I would highly recommend that you give it a try. So, everyone, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and follow us for more content here on Tartan Samurai Gaming. Until next time, Mata Kondo.